Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still new, so if this resonates with you, please subscribe and hit the bell button. Also, like, comment, share. I would appreciate all of that very much. Everyone who is my viewer, everyone who's already subscribed, thank you so much. I love you all, and I love your comments. They really show me why Spirit led me to do this channel. For everyone who doesn't know, I am also an author. I'm writing an action adventure series it's also a love story on superhero twin flames. It's a new kind of superhero. It's a lot of fun. I've written 2 books in the series so far. You can find links to purchase my books in the description box below. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One, books 1 and 2. You can also find links in the description box for trailers that I made for them each. Also reading book 1 aloud aloud live on Facebook to my Facebook friends and followers, and then uploading them here to YouTube. I've read up to chapter 11. There's 18 chapters, so I'm a little bit halfway through that. You can also find links for the playlist that I created for these chapters I'm reading aloud that includes the trailers too. You can find links to my authors page on Facebook and my personal Facebook wall. I also did some lives where I tell my story. A few years back I did these lives, and then I've uploaded them here to YouTube as well. You can find links for those in the description box. You can also find a link to my friend April's new astrology channel here on YouTube. She's awesome. Subscribe, she's great. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find information to contact me to book a reading in the description box below as well. This is a timeless reading. If you're attracted to it, I trust that's when it's right for you. As a reader, I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint, which is the plan that you made before you incarnated to learn certain lessons to raise the vibration of your soul. As a reader, I read the minor arcana as messages about your free will as a being. Also, this deck doesn't have reversed meanings. If a card is upside down, it means that that energy is not fully manifested or fully in force. I read the positions a little differently than other readers, so I'll describe as I go. Now, this is the card that's at the heart of everything for you at this time. This is the 1111 card, which is happening tomorrow. So there's something manifesting for you here, Aquarius. This is that could have something to do with an Aries. For me, this is an Aries and Libra card, because this is Aries here, and then Venus is ruled by Venus rules Libra and Taurus, and Taurus is an earth energy, and so these birds for me represent air energy. So this is also an Aries and Libra card. But this is also a card of marriage. This is a card of like a proposal. And then plus, like I said, this is the 1111 card. In other decks, you'll see 2 wands standing next to each other, which is like 1111. It looks like 1111, and that's a portal. That's a major portal that's happening tomorrow. So something that has to do with those things is manifesting for you, which is really awesome. Wand energy is also fire energy. Like I said, Aries, but it's also Leo and Sagittarius, and that represents passion. It can represent your career. It can represent a spiritual path, all of it actually. So some of you do things, your career is focused on your spiritual path. So there you go. And that would really speak to the 1111 aspect to this card as well. So this is what's at the heart of everything for you, and this is the energy that is directly affecting it. And we have the major arcana card of the Fool. This is a new beginning. It is a 0. All aces are new beginnings, and those are ones. This is the 0. Okay? This is a 0 is a feminine number. And while you have ones, the ace, the ones are a masculine number. Here you have an ace right there. But to me, this is a feminine. This starts from the 0 point. This starts before the 1. Now, this is a leap of faith. So I'm really feeling like there's spiritual path you guys are focused on at this time, because of the cards that I see, definitely. And there's a leap of faith that you're about to take, okay? And this has all the elements in it. This is earth right here with these discs and these grapes, and then we've got the flying caduceus, the butterfly, and here we have the white dove again. I'm being shown. So there's a dove energy going on here. You might want to look up the white dove totem. It's the white dove of peace. But so we have earth here, and then these flying beings here represent the air. So that's earth, air. He's got a handful of fire up here. And then what we have down here is the water. So this is all the elements, and I see all of this yellow behind him is spirit. And if you look at him, he looks very innocent. Okay, he is just, this could be even a fool rushing in type energy where you're just like, I'm just doing this. I am just going to believe in spirit, and I'm just going to take this leap of faith. I'm jumping in. And see, he doesn't even notice that this tiger is chewing on his leg over here, because he is just in love with life, and he fully trusts in spirit, and he's just going for it. Now, what is at the root of everything for you at this time, Aquarius, is the Empress energy. So this is the sacred feminine herself. I'm all about the sacred feminine and masculine. That's what my books are about. That's what Twin Flame is about. And this, so if you are, no, some people, oh my goodness, there's the white dove again, I think. Is that a dove, or is that? Yeah, this white dove, the white dove of peace. You even have like a white, that's a white bird of some sort. I thought that was a swan, but believe it or not, that's a pelican. This is all about the feminine energy. Okay, so it could be for some of you, you are focused on a person that is very feminine to you. Some people, see, now everybody's got masculine and feminine energies within them, but people will identify mostly as a feminine or a masculine. It has nothing to do with gender. You can have a very feminine man, you can have a very masculine woman. And I personally, I call myself a sacred feminine. Okay, and see, now this, she's ruled by Venus, which is all about the feminine. The Venus, and this sign in particular represents feminine. So it's the Emperor who is her counterpart, and he is represented by Mars, and he is the masculine. So this is the root of everything right now, this 1111, possible marriage, taking a leap of faith. It all has to do with this feminine energy, whether it's you or someone in your life. And because these are major arcana cards, this has a huge part of your divine blueprint. Now, this is the energy that is moving out of your life, and this is Libra energy. This is the card for Libra in the major arcana. Now, what this card represents is the divine balance of life. Okay, now, most of the time in this position, with this is the energy that's moving out of your life. I would say that this never manifested and is moving out of your life. That could be the case for one or two of you, but what I'm feeling mostly, that it's your life being out of balance that is moving out. There is a balance coming for you. Okay, so if you've been feeling out of balance, if you've been feeling like, say you are a masculine and you've been looking for this feminine, and say you've found this feminine and you want to go for it now, if you didn't have this feminine in your life, you may have been feeling pretty off balance, because this masculine, feminine, beginning and alpha, omega type of thing like that. Life is about balance. Karma balances. This is a concept. Okay, this is also justice. So for some of you, you may not have received justice in something. You wanted justice, but it never fully manifested, and now it's out. But what I'm feeling that for most of you is this feeling of being off balance is going out of your life. Also, like I said, Libra is ruled by Venus, okay? And here we have these, like I said about this card, the air energy for me is Libra, okay? And here we have Libra. And also, here we go, there's Venus, okay? So like I said, this card can represent a Libra or a Taurus, feminine energy, okay? So, and then what's interesting is that the Fool is also Aries energy, okay? And so here is the Aries right there, and the Fool itself is Aries energy. And so you see Aries and Libra are across each other in the zodiac, directly across from one another, and they are also cardinal signs as well. So they represent a certain balance on their own, okay? Okay, so the next two cards for me as a reader are future cards. One will happen before the other. It looks like they're both right side up, so neither one is a possibility. If they had been upside down, I would say, if this one had been upside down, I would have said this is still just a possibility. But they are both right side up, so these are both definitely going to happen. Let's see which one happens first, okay? We read this one first because I go down and around. This is the Ten of Discs. Now, the Ten of Discs is the happy family. Disc energy is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. This one in particular has Virgo. This is done in the tree of life design. This is the inheritance that you receive, whether it's money or DNA, or basically both. You know, this is your earthly inheritance. This is the family that you come from. And so there's something, you may be getting an inheritance soon, or you may be building your own family, okay? It could be this leap of faith you're looking at here, okay? That this could be what you've been aiming for, and this is why this off balance is going out of your life, okay? Now, it could have a lot to do with this 1111 energy that is at the heart of everything for you, which is also a twin flame card, okay? Twin flames are the masculine and the feminine. When a person balances their masculine and feminine energies, then they become ready for their counterpart. So like I said, if say this person, this feminine, already has balanced her masculine and feminine energies, and now she identifies herself as a feminine, whether man or a woman, and then this is when their counterpart, the Emperor, will come in, okay? Now, here is the next future card that's going to happen for you. This is the High Priestess. Now, for a lot of times, these go together very well, okay? This is feminine intuition, mother's intuition. The Empress is the mother. She is abundance. She is fertility, okay? And so this is they'll say women's intuition, but I like to just say feminine now, you know, because it really just depends. Now notice how she doesn't see with her eyes. She sees with her third eye. She sees what is not available. And well, this two right here sure looks like an 11. Okay, so there is some serious, and also I forgot to mention, she is the 2, and then she is the 3. Okay, so this Empress comes right after the Priestess, which is one of the reasons why they go together, okay? Because this Empress, if there's anybody in the deck that she would go to for advice, because we have queens and knights and all that, we don't have any kings in this particular deck, but she would go to the Priestess, who rarely speaks. She's very much in her mind. Now look at how this Empress has all this abundance at her feet. Well, so does the Priestess. In fact, it almost seems like she's got more. She's got the moon energy going on for her, which is the feminine. The sun represents the masculine, the moon represents the feminine. Here, the Empress has the waxing and waning moons as well. Okay? And so this is using your intuition, seeing what is not available to see with the eyes, knowing without knowing why or how you know. This is seeing beyond the veil. Okay? So, I just feel like this is going to happen first. And then you're going to have this family. You get a new family. Or, yeah, because this is a happy card. This is one of the happiest cards. You know? But you may need to use your intuition to get this family to manifest, but it is already manifesting, probably because of your leap of faith. Okay? And even though this is the card of Aries, and Aries is very masculine, this is the 0, like I said, this is very feminine. This is a really interesting reading so far, Aquarius. Okay, so the next card that we read is your hope. And this is the 3 of Wands. Here we have Aries again. And then we have the Sun. So this is very masculine. This is a very masculine energy. This may have something to do with your career or, like I said, your spiritual life. And here, like we had the 2 and the 3 for the Empress, we have this another progression. We have the 3 and the 4. And the 4 is the one that is at the heart of everything. So you're hoping for this probably. I just have a feeling this is a very spiritual journey, and I don't know why I don't see any. Well, I see one cup, but it's not the. I'm just feeling love, passion. You'll be very passionate about this. Okay, now this is all about applying your will and energy to a goal. There's a goal that you have, and it just seems like you are ready to go. You're going to bring all the passion and power of an Aries to it. Now, Aries are very powerful, passionate people. Okay? And this goal that you have is very much bringing you happiness. Okay? So, you've got this goal that you're ready to go for, and it's not fully manifested. It could be marriage, like I'm saying. This can represent marriage. This can represent twin flames. And this can represent, starting a family. And you may have to use your intuition for this, and definitely a leap of faith. And if taking a leap of faith is involved, this is definitely spiritual. Okay? So right now what we have here is the 3 of Cups. Now here we have this masculine energy again. This is Mars again, okay? Mars. Actually, Mars is not in here. You've got Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars. And so yes, you've got a lot of feminine. You got feminine and feminine, and you've got Aries here as well. So you've got 3 cards of Aries, which is very masculine, but this includes the feminine. So you also have 3 that are very feminine. Okay, there's a serious balance. Okay, so this looks very balanced, whereas this non-balance is going away, isn't it? That is really cool. Okay, now right now, this is the crying over spilt milk card. Okay, this is where you're grieving over something. Okay, and but you have to understand that. See, most of the time, this is 3 cups are spilt. And the person is so busy crying over these spilt cups where the liquid just cannot get put back in. They're so upset that they don't see the 2 of Cups behind them. Okay, they still have the 2 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups in the minor arcana is basically the minor arcana version of the Lover's card in the major arcana. Okay, so there may be something that you're still mourning over, but you don't see the 2 of Cups yet. You don't recognize that the Two of Cups is waiting for you. Alrighty. Okay, so here is your fear card, a new beginning. So a new beginning might be a little bit scary, which is why you have to take a leap of faith. That totally goes together. And like I said, look, this is the 1, this is the 0. So this is a new beginning. This is more of a new beginning. This is beyond, this is the 0-point field beginning. Okay? And also, masculine and feminine can be described as 0s and 1, which is binary code. And here we have the 0 and the 1. Okay? Now, this new beginning could, this is wands again. So you've got this passionate wands down here, and what is at the heart of everything over here, but this wands is these wands as well, and you've got wands up here. So you've got a lot of passion going on here. Now, this is right side up. So this is, I think, going to happen. You know it's going to happen because you've got to take this leap of faith for it. That's why this is right side up. It's in full energy. But as a fear card, this is what you're feeling, you know, a little afraid of. But I just don't see any real, it must be this. It must be this. Perhaps if this is love, which is really weird because this is the only cup card that you have. And not weird, I don't mean to be saying that's weird, but this is the only cups card that you have. And cups represents love. But what this is saying to me is that you may have just gotten out of a relationship, and that's what these 3 of Cups is. You're still mourning over that, over spilled milk, and that's what's making you afraid for this new beginning, but you don't see that you're not quite registering that there's a 2 of Cups waiting for you, which is the Lovers, which is love itself, is a new relationship, and it's going to be very passionate. Look at that. This is, like I said, this can also be like a phallic symbol as well, so that more than passionate, but very hot and heavy type relationship as well. Okay, now here is your outcome, and it's still manifesting, okay, because of this, okay? But this is victory. Full-on victory. A passionate victory. Boom. Okay, so what is the energy that is at, the underlying energy for you is a queen. Okay, like I said, this deck doesn't have any kings, so the masters of this deck are the queens, the feminine energies. And what she's done is she's gone inside and she's the master of her mind. This is your energy, Aquarius. This is sword energy. Okay? And look at how relaxed she is. In the Rider-Waite deck and in other decks, you'll see her sitting on her throne and she's got her hand up and also her sword. And it looks kind of defensive because this queen learns from pain. Okay? Pain. Pain and love. Okay? And now and I heard too, your masculine energy was injured. Okay, because there's Mars right there. So now the feminine goes inside and she takes that masculine energy that was injured and she cuts it out of her. See how this looks like an old man? Okay, now there's a lot of masculine energy that makes us suffer, and that is the distorted masculine, not the sacred masculine. The sacred masculine is supportive and courageous and protective, whereas the distorted masculine is controlling and warlike and gets angry. Okay, so what she's done is she's gone through a lot of pain, a lot. But she's the master of her mind. That's what swords are, the mind. She is the mastermind. Whereas the queen of discs is the master of her health and wealth. The queen of cups is the master of her emotions. She's emotionally available. And then you have the queen of wands, who is the master of her power, of her confidence, of her passion. Now this queen of swords is your energy, your air energy, and so what she's done is she's going in there and she's cutting out the stuff that brings her sadness. Look at how relaxed she is now. And I just feel like this is Archangel Raphael behind her, healing her mind. Okay, because green is the color of healing, and green is the color of Archangel Raphael's healing as well. Look at how relaxed she is. She's no longer worried about whether or not anybody sees her top without, I mean, she does have a mesh top on, but she doesn't care about all these old rules of, putting your legs together. Women always are told to put your legs together and don't show your breasts and things like that. She's as light as a feather. That's why she can sit on a cloud. She's cut away all the things that make her sad. Okay? So now you might be a little confused for a while as this moves along, but this is the this is the minor arcana version of the Empress, even though this represents a self-made female or feminine, okay? Not female, feminine energy. In the other decks, you'll see that this is a woman standing there, and she is very rich. She's dressed very nicely. She's in control of her life and everything about it. And she's a self-made woman. And we have Venus right there, okay? But she's not a queen. She's not the Empress, but she is independent. And the only thing that she doesn't have is a counterpart. Okay, so you've got some serious Empress energy coming to you. Then what we have is the Princess of Cups, and she is this is all feel-good energy. This is awesome, awesome energy that brings a major change in your life. Here we have Mars again. So your masculine energy is going to learn a great deal, and then boom, the Lovers. Now this is the twin flame union. This is when the Emperor comes to the Empress, and they are now together. This can also represent a choice. All right, so how much control do you have over this situation? I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor arcana, and you have right here at the beginning, you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, 4 out of 10 cards, Aquarius. This is a lot, a big part. This time in your life is a big part of your divine blueprint. Okay? This leap of faith is meant to be. This Empress energy, the reason for all of it, is meant to be. Recognizing that this divine imbalance moving out of your life is definitely meant to be. This using your intuition, or perhaps this Empress is very intuitive. She could be a psychic. She could be, obviously as an Empress, she'd be very powerful to create a new family with. Okay? This is very passionate. Look at all the wands that you have. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wands out of 10 cards. So you have as many wands out of your cards as you do have major arcana. Passion and meant to be. So, all right, Aquarius, that's what I have for you at this time. See you next time.